Get stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Check, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered a leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to look up at the, I was like, what is today? Happy Tuesday. Make sure you like the stream. I got over 87 people in here already. Make sure you like the stream. Listen, today's topic, HBCU fans are not what? They're not football fans. They are not football fans. And I've had this conversation earlier on my channel, maybe when I first started back and I was going to games and things like that. But today, when I was in this lovely lady's spaces, all right, on Twitter spaces, I had somebody try to check me on my opinion and then had the nerve to say something on Twitter and then at me. If you so big and bold, you at least gotta at me. That's just common sense to me. If you saying something towards me, you at least gotta at me. But we gonna get all to that too soon. Make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you guys like the stream. All right. So you already know what it is. HBC, I gave you a D+. D+, and I was being generous with the plus. Would have been a D-, but I couldn't find the right image that looked cool enough, so I just said I'm gonna give him a D+. All right, but before I get into that, make sure tonight you tune in Willie Young. I got the wrong date on there, but it's actually today. All right, not tomorrow, it's actually today, tonight. All right, Willie Young will be here tonight on the channel, UAPB. Listen, I'm tired of you guys talking about, you don't talk about UAPB because they ain't got nothing to talk about. That's why I don't talk about UAPB, because ain't nothing to talk about. Okay? But tonight, we're going to talk about UAPB, and we're going to talk about Willie Young and his foundation and the things he's been doing outside of football while he's been out of the game. All right? So listen. This Bama, Booker G. Washington, okay? Booker G. Washington, okay? Had the audacity to try to get with me on Twitter. Now, listen, you know, guys, when I'm super opinionated, so I know for a fact people are going to be opinionated back. So it's not about his opinion. I wouldn't have done a show off his opinion, right? It was the Twitter reference, and you did not at me. That's why I'm doing this show. I want to be very clear. People are listen, I have my opinions all the time. Okay, people are more than happy to have an opinion, whatever. That's what life is, opinions. But you will not say something about me on Twitter and then don't at me. That is where I draw the line, good sir. All right. So Booker, okay, Booker G. Washington. All right. So he goes on Twitter. Let me share my screen. This is what this Bama says on Twitter. All right. He says today, somebody, at least can I get a name? You know what I'm saying? Can I get a name? Somebody in a Twitter space that said HBCU football fans do not create hostile environments. That's not what I said. That is not what I said. Don't underestimate home field advantage and that the zero quarter ain't game culture. The zero quarter is not part of a freaking football game. Shut up. I said that. That's exactly what I said. I said the zero quarter is not somebody told me I need to stop yelling, so I'm gonna stop yelling. I told this Bama, I said the zero quarter is not part of a football game. I do not care if you like it. I do not care if it's excitement. It has zero to do with the actual football game. That's what I said, Booker. All right. And I knew they didn't know what the F they were talking about. And then he goes and proceeds to do an entrance of the Soul Bowl, right? Right? He's making my point while he's trying to, all right? While he's trying to make his point. This is before the game. This is before the game. Of course, everybody's excited when it's 0-0. The game is about to start. I was at this game. Why you playing? So why you think I was at this game. I was in the stands against Jackson State and Alcorn. This is the game he's talking about of last year. I was there. Okay. So you're not talking about something that I didn't get involved. See, it's different with a lot of people. They'll say, oh, Scotty, you ain't never been here. There's a lot of stadiums that I have not been into that I haven't experienced, like Lorman. And that's why I made it my mission this year to go to Lorman and to go to the Bluff, right? And to go to the Hole, because those are the three stadiums that everybody talks about. There's like, yo, Scotty, we're different. All right. G talks about all the time. He's like, Scotty, if you're looking for a hostile environment, you got to go to Lorman. Hey, Scotty, if you're doing if you're looking for, Rube be like, yo, Scotty, if you're looking for something, you got to go to the Bluff. That's why I'm making my rounds. And I also said within that spaces, all right, I've also said within those spaces, I said, hey, I have not been to every stadium, so I can't speak on every stadium. I said, but what I can speak on is the fact that I have been to games and I have seen the lack of interaction in the game. You cannot tell me what I've seen with my own two eyes. I am a football guy. All right? I am a football guy. You can't tell me, listen, I went to the Southern Heritage Classic. This is my point, right? And this is on Tennessee State. And this is part of Tennessee State. It was a 4th and 1. Jackson was on like the goal line or whatever, or they were going into the goal line or whatever. And nobody on the Tennessee State side was standing up, making noise, nothing, stomping defense, nothing. Not a whisper. Not a whisper of some type of making noise, right? And I've seen it on the Jackson State side. I mean, I'm at the celebration. Listen, if you want to see a team get quiet, all right, play Jackson State and be up by 2 touchdowns. You won't hear a band. You won't hear a chant. You won't hear nada, right? Because a lot of teams are front runners. They do not cheer when stuff gets difficult. They don't cheer when they're down. They don't even cheer on 3rd and 4th down. What my point was saying is that you're not involved in the home field advantage that you're supposed to have is not crucial at the crucial moments. I went down to Magic City Classic, all right? And they said the weather was bad, so that's why it wasn't a lot of interaction. But it was bad. Let me tell you this. This is how I know Bama's weren't football fans. Let me explain to this. I'm at the Southern Heritage Classic, and tell me if I'm lying. He's a Jackson State guy. Tell me if I'm lying. I go to the Southern Heritage Classic. The teams run out on the field. Nobody boos. Nobody boos. I say it again. Nobody boos. Everybody's cheering for their team when they come out, right? Nobody boos. When Jackson State's boom, or whatever they're called, the sonic boom, when the sonic boom comes out, guess who's booing? The Tennessee State people. Booing is loud as hell. Loud as hell. All right? I remember truth. All right? I remember truth. But booing loud as hell. When, the band coming out, they boo, boo, boo. Same thing for Jackson State. Soon as the Tennessee State band hits the field, boo, boo. You cannot tell me you're football fans. You cannot tell me you do not care. When I first got on the scene, Bama's were telling me, hey, Scotty, listen, man, most people, they, after halftime, they just go home. After halftime, they just go home. They don't even stay, if we're being honest. So, yes, listen, right? Listen, this is what I said. There's a lot of things that I would never say bad. I can never talk bad about when it comes to HBCU events. The pageantry, the bands, the tailgate, the dance, all that stuff is cool. All that stuff is great. I'm telling you, it's a world of its own. I will never not give credit to the environment that HBCUs bring into what they bring you into, right? You step into a whole different world. It's understandable, but that does not equal wins. That does not equal wins. That does not make your home field advantage crazy. Why am I in? Listen, this is what's even worse. Why am I at the same game which this Bama alludes to? I'm at this game, right? I am at this game. At no point in time, at any third down, I say again, listen to what I'm saying. At no point in time, at any third down, did Jackson State fans proceed to stand up, make noise to make it harder for the defense to do anything. To do anything. So, you got 50,000 people here. That's the whole point of a home field advantage. That's the whole point. Listen, the best thing, and this is no lie. This is no lie. The best thing that the SWAC could do, right, is take that stupid ban rule out the books. You got to take that ban rule out the books, because the only time Bama's proceeded to stand up and cheer is when the band was playing. If it ain't a touchdown, if it ain't a big play, or if something like a defensive thing happens, like an interception or a fumble or a big hit, that's the only time Bama's is going to stand up and cheer. Everybody else is like a comedy show. All right, everybody else is at a comedy show just like this. Just waiting to be entertained. Waiting to be entertained. They need to get rid of that ban rule. That ban rule got to go. It's dumb. That ban rule is dumb because it's too many times I've been to these games. It's too many times where the band is actually playing when they're not supposed to, and they don't get flagged for it. I'm like, you got a rule that says bands are supposed to play. The bands are playing, and they don't even get flagged for it. So it's you either going to hold it to the standard, or you just get rid of the whole. Get rid of the ban rule. It's dumb. It's dumb. If band is your thing, right? Band is your thing. Make it your thing. That's what makes the crowd get up. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you're saying the bands are the most important thing, use the band as the most important thing. If your band is that good and that loud, make it a part of the game. It doesn't make sense. You never throw the flag. The band is playing, and let me tell you how dumb Bamas are, right? Let me tell you how horrible HBCU fans are football fans. Jackson State, right? Jackson State at the Orange Blossom Classic. I'll never forget this. Jackson State at the Orange Blossom Classic. And if anybody was at the game, you can remember this. Jackson State is in the back of its own end zone, right? The band is right behind them. The band starts playing while they're on the field. I'm like, that just tells me you don't know football. You don't know football. Thank you. Shador literally had to get under center, look at the band, and tell him to do this. That just tells me you don't know football. If you're doing that and your team has the ball in the back of his, literally the back, Shador's heels were on like the 3-yard line. He had to stop, tell them to quiet down just so he can hike the ball. But see, that's my whole point. That's what makes the game so good. The game is not supposed to be, why should I hear in the stadium, I should never hear an audible call. I should never be able to hear the team's audible call. When Alcorn came to Jackson State, they shouldn't even be able to hear their own self think. That's what makes a home field. That's why you don't want to walk into the vet, because if 60,000 people, 50,000 people plus the band, if they all rocking, you shouldn't be able to hear yourself think. Felix Harper should damn near have to walk to his receivers and give him an audible call. That's what the feeling is supposed to get. That's what it's supposed to be. Nah, it don't work enough. It don't work well enough for me. It don't work well enough for me. Because how does it work with the band and the band is not allowed to play while the other team has the ball? That ain't working. That is not working for me. Okay? That doesn't make any sense to me. None whatsoever. All I'm saying is this. I keep saying this. You can't tell me football is the main thing when I first got on here talking about it, everybody brought up the bands. You can't tell me that. When I first stepped on the scene and I said, I don't care about the band, Bama's was trying to kill me. Oh, Scotty, you don't know what you're talking about, Scotty. You don't know what you're talking about, Scotty. Shit, it's about the band, Scotty. It's about the band, Scotty. How you not care about the band, Scotty? Scotty, how you not care about the band? How you don't like seeing the band, Scotty? You don't like. Listen, if you like seeing the bands, get the drum majors to get a football and have them throw with the tuba players. Okay? You do that. You do that. That does not interest me. Okay? I'm the Bama getting up to get a hot dog at halftime. That's me. I love the Southern Heritage Classic. Not one person got up at halftime to go get food, but me. Okay, but it was no lines. I got me a funnel cake. I got my girl a Pepsi because she loved Pepsi. I got her a Pepsi. I got me a funnel cake, and I got her a hot dog. In like 5 minutes. It was smooth, nothing but smooth sailing. Okay? And remember, if you don't like nothing I say, you can.
If I make you feel some type of way.
I don't care because I didn't come to watch the band. I did not come to see the band. I don't care. Didn't you hear? I didn't come. Okay? So it's just that simple. But for me, you can't like. If you're talking about the pageantry of HBCU, it's unmatched. Listen to what I'm saying. Because people love to take the negative side of what I say or, oh, Scotty's all negative. No. Listen to what I'm saying. The pageantry side is all that stuff on the left is unmatched. Unmatched. You can't find it nowhere. You won't find it nowhere else. And nobody does it bigger. Even with such a small community, all right? Nobody does it bigger, but that has zero to do with the actual football game. Zero. But you know what does? Crowd noise, crowd involvement, band participation when the game is actually being played. Those have effects on the team. Those have effects on the game. I'm too tired of seeing people just sit down on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 4th and 2. All right. And I'm like, what are we doing? So, yes, you can talk about, our band. Our band enters the best. Oh, our girls are on the ramp the best. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay? Not a thing. That all that don't win you no football games. You know what I'm saying? That it don't win you no football games. I ain't never seen a trumpet player call a 4th and long play. Okay, I ain't never seen one of these run a 60-yard touchdown. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? Like, what are we talking about? But do I think bands? I think the rule, I'm so serious, man. If I was part of this rule committee, I'm taking the band rule out. I am absolutely taking that band rule out, and I'm telling my band to play as loud as hell when them Bamas got the ball, because my crowd ain't going to do it. But if my band is involved, the crowd will get up and do it. You see what I'm saying? That's the aspect of it. That's what I think the crowd is linked to the band. That's what I've seen at HBCU games. It's like, okay, is it time to get up? Okay, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. There you go. Okay, all right, okay. It's time to get up. Okay, it's time to get up. Oh, okay, it's time to get up. Oh, it's time to get up. Hey, so glad. And the pom poms get rolling. And they get rolling at that point. Now everybody rolling. Now everybody up. Now everybody moving palms at this time. You know, everybody's. So you might as well keep the band involved. If the coaches can't coach while the band is involved, then you can't go. You couldn't go to a bigger conference and be like, "Oh yeah, can you tell the crowd to be quiet? I can't hear." What? Who? What? You can't say that. Oh, can you keep the band down while I'm trying to call this play? No, the hell I cannot. So, and you can get mad. Whoever coach came up with that, whoever coaches came up and signed off on that, you're whack. You're whack for that. You're whack for that. Oh, they can't play while we have the ball. Why not? Why not? That's what it's. If I was a fan, if I was an alum, I'd be like, why not? Why the hell not? They at the game, ain't they? Let them play. Come on, man. Stop it, bro. But listen, I feel how I feel. I'm gonna say it. And if y'all want to see Booker G, Alcorn grad, all right, the new Negro, all right, look like the twin of you know what I'm saying, Get Out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go, if you agree with Booker G Washington, head over to him, follow him. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, hey, Scotty ain't shit. He don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, that is to each his own. That is to each his own. But if you agree with me and you feel like he lost in the sauce, he don't know what he's talking about. Mr. Get Out. You know what I'm saying? Lakeith, if you want to, either way, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. But I'm going to leave the call lines open for a little bit. 516-259-9041. 516-259-9041. Babe, if you're listening to this right now, can you get me some T-Made? Because I am about to lose my voice and I got a whole interview prepared. So, yeah. So, call lines open. 516-259-9041. Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Somebody got to, I don't know what they need to do at the vet, but y'all got to work on these lines, man, for real. And I'm talking about the concession lines. I'm talking about the outside the stadium lines. That is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Like, there's no reason why, with all the technology today, that things should be the lines be just, it will literally take you an hour. I seen people go to the concession stands at the second quarter and don't get back until like the end of the third quarter. Like, I'm like, that is ridiculous. Jackson State, y'all got to do something about that for real. Hey, JB, you live. Talk to me.
What's going on, Scotty?
What's goody?
I'm nothing much, man. You're enjoying the topic so far, bro. Check this out, man. I'm going to disagree with you for one little thing. It's not much, but it's not major, but it's one thing here. I guess I gotta say, I don't think. Well, some of it is the bands, but it's also on the school's leadership and athletic departments as well. Now, here's what I mean by that. So much of us, or I should say, so much of the onus is on the cultural aspect of it, of HBCU ball. If our schools were doing what they had to do to actually put the on product on-field product to be good. Like if our schools are actually putting onus on, say, hey, athletic directors, do we got to do to get our product on the field better? We might maybe see a little bit better stuff, because as of right now, and Scott, we agree with this, in that some of our games are very hard to watch, very difficult to watch, because the game quality is not very good. So people go to be entertained. If the on-field product was actually pretty decent, because we were talking about this earlier today, which like some of the schools, the amount of money actually spending on athletics at the FCS level, especially, they're spending time to make their on-field products better. If us as a whole were just as dedicated to working on the football field, or should I say to working on the football team, or should I say working on scheduling, as we are about on-field experiences, that might make somewhat of a difference. And so let me say this also, I was a band head in school. I actually marched in the band in college. And of course, it was fun. But looking at now, I say, okay, how much is this actually killing us? Especially by a recruiting standpoint as well. You know, how can we talk about come play football for us, but everything is about the band and the halftime show? That stuff doesn't help us either. So just my few thoughts on that.
No problem. Appreciate the call, JB, as always, man. Let me go. I'm gonna go 3266, and then I'm gonna go 0527, and then I'm gonna go 4717. If you're a member, you can put your last four in the chat, and I will skip everybody. Okay. If you're a member, you put your last four in the chat. You can skip the line. All right. I'm going 3266. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, bro. This is Herb.
What's up, Herb?
Hey, bro. This is a heck of a topic, and I got some thoughts. So just be prepared. As a band head, former band head, I gotta say this, man, and this has a lot to do with the recent history of HBCU bands as it relates to the rivalry with football. Okay, there's a lot of times where the cultural integration that bands bring carry football programs. I mean, literally carry them, particularly in SWAC. When the product on the field isn't good or isn't up to par, that's put back to the stands. Now, whether that's fair or not to the football team, hey, I get it. You know, and I think you're absolutely right when it comes to developing football culture. But developing football culture ain't got nothing to do with the bands. It has everything to do with the product on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You develop the product on the field, you got football culture. It's that simple. You got people engaged in the game. You got people, you know, becoming very savvy football fans when the product on the field is good.
That's fact.
And I know for a lot of SWAC folks, it's hard to hear. I'm a SWAC dude. You know, it's hard to hear. But for a long time, you know, when I use Prairie View for a good example. Prairie View went 0-90 one year. 0-90 for a stretch. You know what kept butts in seats in Prairie View during that period of time where the team ain't win a game in like 6 or 7 years? The band.
Mm.
So I want folks to really think about that when you toss a shade at these band programs that have become marketing tools for the school and the football programs on their own with a fraction of the resources that athletics get. So, you know, it's something that people got to think about. You know, the product on the field reflects just that, the product on the field. That's a direct reflection, you know, on the athletic program, not the band's causing the product on the field to be bad. It don't work like that. The product on the field is the product on the field, and that's due to the coaches, the AD, and the leadership that hires those people, not the band program. That's all I got to say, bro.
No, I like that, Herb. I appreciate the perspective. Hey, I want to touch on what Herb said just a little bit. I like that, you know, and I never thought about it like that, to where if you have two selling points. You have your football team and the band. If your band's not good, if your football team's not good, you can always sell tickets because of the band. You know what I'm saying? So you do have that element. So I can respect it. I'm just saying what I say is that you still don't care enough about the football. But I do like that perspective of, like he said, when they went 0-90, the band was still a selling point, and that made people come out. You know what I'm saying? So I can rock with that. Let me go 8-1. Hey, I'm going 0527, then 6417, then smash, and then 3215. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
All right, what's up, Scotty? Hey, this is KJ, man. I'm calling you from Florida.
Talk to me.
All right, man. This is my hypothesis, and I've been saying this. I've been around HBCUs now for over 40 years, man. One of the things that I've seen and studied over the last, say, 20, 25, and 30 years, when you look at the gender demographics, when I was in school back in the 80s and even before then, you started to have a major shift in the demographics of female to male. So you're looking at demographics of, say, 65-35, 80-20, 75-25. What do you think would then be the preference for that female demographics towards any type of extracurricular activities? It's going to be your band. Yeah. See, in the 70s, a lot of times you had a situation where you had a lot more males in school. If you flip that around and it's more like 75-25 males to females, I don't believe you're going to have that type of preference for the band as much as you would with football. So when you're dealing with this type of demographics and a diminishing amount of males that are in school, females are gonna prefer to be, entertainment, music, band, those kind of different things that kind of want to come out and enjoy themselves as far as having a preference for watching a football game. Most of them may not know what's going on. They'll cheer for a touchdown or whatever, but it's the entertainment factor, it's the event factor. So I think that has been a major factor of what we're seeing now with our HBCU. There are some HBCUs, like I said, they have almost, like I said, an 80-20 ratio. Woo. So you don't have men there.
Woo.
Go ahead.
No, I said, woo, 80-20. Listen, as a man, you like, hey.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I say, some of those schools up in the AU Center, I mean, it's loaded with, a demographics of that high. So when you're looking at that, again, that becomes a major difference in how you look at, you see a lot of times after halftime, you'll see a lot of people get up and start walking, right? Moving around, going around. And a lot of times, man, that's the time when you need to be cheering your team on in second half or whatever. But that's just what's happening now. And when hopefully we'll start getting more black men back into college and start to get that demographics and get that number back up. But that's my hypothesis of it.
Man, I appreciate the call. That's a good insight, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the call.
All right, appreciate it.
Woo, man, listen. Yeah. 80-20. Listen, they say it's a lot of fish in the sea. Listen, if you can't pull something at college, I can't help you, boy. 80-20, 80-20. Man, boy, oh boy. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, good afternoon, Scotty. It's Jay out of Baltimore.
Talk to me. Baltimore.
Yeah, baby. I'm down the street from Coppin State and then in the neighborhood of Morgan.
Oh, okay.
So I went to undergrad at Western Kentucky, and I can tell you for a fact that they ran the sports similar to a business, and they have everything set up. And this is not a shot at anybody. They've got the conference scheduled, 6 months in advance. A lot of the football games 10 years in advance, similar to that of Ohio State. And I understand that's the onus on the conference, but how can we help them get better? And then to the point the other caller made, I think that was either you or the other caller where they were talking about how there was long lines for concessions.
Woo!
You need more vendors. Get more vendors. Get better. We talked about this before on one of your other programs. Better contract. If you don't pay these vendors well, they don't come. Hence why you will have longer lines. At these other schools like Ohio State, West Kentucky, they have apps, so they're cardless. So you go, you swipe, you tap. The money comes out automatically. You're not having to wait and count cash on a 1985 register. You don't have to worry about all that. So we gotta, as Coach Prime said, we gotta update our scheme.
Man, I agree, man. Listen, what I've been told in Smash and Zoe, I got y'all coming up next. What I've been told is that they don't, a lot of like even FAMU wanted to go digital, all digital, but their fan base, the old fans are like, no, we want tickets, we want this. So you have a disconnect between the older generation and the younger generation of, hey, we can go digital, all digital, save money on printed tickets, be more edgy, be more cutting edge. But then you have that old fan base that is used to doing it a certain way, that it is just what it is, man. And it's a tough sell for some people.
Right. I mean, and in that light, you can still be business savvy and offer both options. Like when you get to the front register at Costco's or whatever, do you want to print? Do you want me to email it to you? What do you want? Oh, okay. You want me to email it to you? Okay, well, click the button on the right.
Too easy. Nah, that's too easy. Hey, appreciate the call as always, my boy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. I'm going Smash, then Zoe. Hey, Smash, you live.
What problem with it, Doc?
What's good? He talked to me.
Hey, this is a topic I like, dog. Respect the bands. Hey, take the SWAC rules out. I agree with you, Scotty. Let us play in that bitch. If you can't hear, that's your fault. That would be so fucking for real. What's crazy is SWAC bands. I can speak for Southern and Jackson State for sure. We have adapted to. Well, I can keep Southern. I don't know too many of Jackson State. We have adapted to these weak ass SWAC rules, and we still know how to play to where it's still interfering with the band. Like soon the ball snap, right? And like when they gather each other, you play right then and there. Get them discombobulated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The band run this shit. Don't let Dion and Scotty and them come here and put this highlight on HBCUs and act like we wasn't doing this shit first. Fuck no. Put some respect on our name. The bands run the show. Get rid of the SWAC rules and stop trying to find the bands. When nobody was coming to these damn games, we've been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't been coming to see no damn Jackson State and Southern Jaguars. The Human Jukebox and the fucking Sunday Boom of the South and bands of these prestigious programs, we've been running the damn show. So get rid of these fucking SWAC rules. You are right, Scott. And if you were to say this shit in the band group, you'd have 1,000 more band fans to agree with you. You know what I'm saying? We run the damn show. Fuck that. Man, I gotta say, man. And to the point about the put the band and quarterback. I promise you, they got some at least in these bands that's better than half the niggas on the football field. I promise you. If we were to do a 7-on-7 game from each band versus a 7-on-7 in the spring, I promise you, they got some dogs in the band.
Hey.
You sleep. Wait. I'm telling you, hey, look at the bass drummer. Them two players, man, they bench pressing. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? They have dogs in the band. You know what I'm saying? So if we were to do a 7-on-7 in the spring, let each band put together a 7-on-7 tournament, I promise you somebody wants to recruit some of these band members. But that's my time. Put some respect on the band name. Let us crank up in that bitch. If you can't hear, and the bag of fight. Now what up? Yeah. All right, man. So it is what it is. I'm out this bitch, Scott. They know one motherfucking thing. They don't play with us. They know one motherfucking thing. But all right, Doc, I'm going.
Hey, appreciate you. Hey, man, listen. I would love to see 7-on-7 with band against football. That would be epic, okay? That would be epic. I don't think a lot of coaches will go for it because they want their players to get hurt, but it would be epic, though. I ain't even going to lie to you. All right, Zoe, coming to you. Hey, you live, Zoe.
All right, 3 quick points. First point, SWAC rules got implemented. Ask any SWAC kid, go to envision a SWAC game in the 90s. In the SWAC games in the 90s, it was exactly what it needed to be. The bands played the whole entire game. Southern fans would be up, screaming defense with the drums beating the whole entire time they were on defense. Not just first down, the whole entire time they were on defense for the whole entire game. Jackson State was notorious for saying fired up the whole entire game. The bands would be playing nonstop. That was a 90s thing, but you had a complaint. And so that's when they implemented the SWAC rules, to limit the bands playing when the quarterback's under center. But they try to tie it to artificial noise makers, but it's a band playing. So again, I agree they shouldn't have the SWAC rules, and then you will have being hostile the way it used to be. Because, for example, we talked about the toughest places to play, which I even wanted to add. There's kind of a slight when you think about it, because not everybody has a tough home slate. But just to keep it a buck, the 2 toughest places that always historically were tough to play in this conference were Southern and Grambling. Like by far and away. Mm-hmm. Jackson State when we're rolling, but by and away with Southern and Grambling. That's the first point. Second point, the guy that called in about the concession stands. Man, look, let's keep it a buck. Man, we black people. It's like color people time. man, you know we drag our ass and drag our feet on everything. But old heads run everything. And one disconnect that's going on at every HBCU, and we talked about it before, there's a power struggle at every HBCU right now between old head and young alumni. The old heads, they control the weight because they put the money up. And he who has leverage has control. And let's keep it a book. Most young alumni don't have the resource or the money or putting money in that's matching what the old heads are doing. So until we're across the board putting the money in to make changes and make decisions that these old heads are doing, you're going to continue to get what you got. And as you know, as you get older, you resist and you hate change. That's fact. And that's going on at every single HBCU. So that's going to be an ongoing battle. Third thing, to the other guy that called in about the demographics, I can't side with that because there's not a single HBCU or college that's even close to meeting the percentage between men and women. And the divide is even bigger at HBCUs because there are way more black women in college than black men. And it's always been that way. So that's not a question we can actually stand on. Seriously. It's been that way. And actually it's widening, but it is what it is. It's always been great and it's always been wide. So we can't use that. That's low hanging fruit to me. But to touch on, to piggyback earlier what you mentioned about, being tougher. Like, I love the game day experience at Jackson State. Could it be better? Of course it could. I only think for us per se, if we were able to stand up on third down and really make noise on third down, I could jive with that and I wouldn't have a complaint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and even if we were good to the fact where we say, you know what, man, everything at JSU was good, man, there's still something that we could do better with regards to whether it's, man, trying to, do things to get the crowd engaged, tune the other band out. There's always things you can do to become more hostile. You always got to try to be better. But everything is different when it comes to, for example, like attendance. I can speak for Jackson State. At JSU, the boom is not the entree when it comes to attendance at Jackson State games. It's the football team. The boom is the sides. That's not to minimize it because they are a big deal. You know what I'm saying? They are part of the serving, right? But the football team is the entree. The boom make up all the sides. I can't speak for every HBCU. It's the same way as Southern too. And for a part, I would say FAMU. Tennessee State, not so much because they don't really have that great of a following. But when it comes down to JSU, now the band is not the driving force behind our attendance because we've historically always been good at it. Are they a good factor? Hell yeah, they are. Nobody's going to sit there and deny that. But they are not the main course for why our fans come. Do they help drive it? Of course they do. But every HBCU is different when it comes to that because if that's the case, then Tennessee State has a great band. Why? And they're one of the blue bloods. They're in Nashville. Their attendance is not what it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether they're winning or they're losing. You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on Tuskegee because they're D2. They do great for what they. No, it's not Cap Darnell Graham. It's not 50-50 either. I mean, the facts are there. I mean, even when we were like, for example, I put a status up there in the stadium poll we put up last night. We were what 23 and 27 over the past 10 years, Scotty?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We were under 500.
Yeah.
We were like number 7, right, for the toughest team.
Yeah.
But yet we still in attendance. We still was ranked number 1 in attendance over the 10-year period. That's fact. We still let the SWAC in attendance. That's fact. So what I'm saying is our fans are coming, win, lose, or draw. They're coming when the boom isn't there. They're there. That's fact. I'm not speaking on my feelings. You can take feelings out of it. I love the boom. Again, I'm not diminishing what they are because, again, they are part of the main serving. But for Jack State, for me to sit here, even Southern, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh man, the Southern fans really going to the game to see the human jukebox over the football team." That's not true. That's not true. I can't speak for some of these other schools. Maybe Tennessee State. I'm sorry, you're not telling me that Southern's taking 20,000 on the road every time they go to a game so they go see the human jukebox. Because let them tell it, they don't even go to the game. Let them tell it, they don't even go to the game. They don't even go inside the stadium on the road. So somebody lied somewhere then. Right? Right? If I'm taking 20,000 on the road and they're not going to the stadium, they're not going to see the band. Somebody lied somewhere.
Oh man, so you stupid.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna let you land. Hey, land this plane real quick before I let you go. Go ahead, land your plane.
All right, man. I'm good, man. I'm out, man.
Right,
Take us later.
Hey, no problem. Hey, listen, I want to know, and Rube could probably touch on this, and maybe Smash because he's on the call line right now. When did the rule change that the teams, the bands couldn't play, throughout the whole game? Because that, I think, honestly, if I'm being honest, I think that's the biggest issue with HBCU games. I think if you allow that rule to come back in place, because I'm not blind. I can see the band, the crowd is connected to the band. It just is what it is. But come on, man, let's like this. If you've been doing that for years, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing it for years, and then all of a sudden you stop it, you're innately still going to be connected to the band, because we as black people love music. You know what I'm saying? So let me go to Smash. Hey,
Scotty.
Hey, you
Fuck
live.
all that. Hey, these niggas, it ain't testing this band. They testing us. I'm gonna post a video of Shadur turn a touchdown, Dion fussing, and the defense making tackles. And I'm gonna post one fucking video of them J says, I promise you, any money on YouTube. Who you think gets more views? Who you think? Should the band or run shit? Who you think? Who you think?
Dog, it's women dancing in provocative clothing. What's wrong with that?
I don't give a. All right,
come on,
I'm
man.
gonna post a video of the Jackson State drummer coming up that damn ramp. Who you think gonna get the most views? Mr. The boom, the size. The boom is a damn meal. The band is the side. I mean, the football team is the side.
Wow.
Don't you never disrespect the damn ABC.
Wow.
Hey, I'm telling you,
The disrespect.
Hey, listen, you want the facts? You want me to do the experiment this
It
fall?
just doesn't make sense to me.
Listen,
Hold on. This is the part I feel like you're missing the fact that you wouldn't even have an expose if it wasn't for the football game. Where would you show your stuff off? Being real, where would they be doing all this at if it wasn't at the football game? Where would you be playing at if it wasn't for the football game?
Scotty, we get that. We get that, Scotty. We do get that. But like we said, before Scotty came around, before Dion came around, who the people cancel the game for? Who are we canceling the game for? We get it, bro. I just feel like they're really trying to shit on the band like they not like that. You wouldn't even have this topic if it wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't. Am I right? The fans are connected to the games. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know when the swag rules came into effect. They just always been around since I've been around. We just kind of adapt to them. But bro, I just think they need to put a little more respect on the band. For real, don't do the boom is the side. That's disrespectful, man. I would definitely take a 50-50 on that. But no, man, the boom been holding these people down. Our band been holding these people down before the football team been good. The football team ain't been ass a long time. You know that, right?
So, let me get this straight. Where could you get your million views on the ramp if it wasn't on a football game? If it wasn't
parades, pep rally,
then that's where they need. Then that's where they need to be at. Then if y'all listen, I feel like Jay-Z. If you all build another hole, if y'all that big, go do it by yourself. Don't be at.
You know what? Tell who Dr. I at Ohio State game? Who Dr. I? What the fans go crazy over? All right, there. Hey, I feel you, Scotty. That we at the game, but it's our game now. We run this. You know how you was on live the other day talking about? Nah, I won't do that. I always mess it. But anyway, they started because we started this shit. You heard me like that? Football team been around, but we work hand to hand, man. But don't ever try to shit on the band, especially the Sonic Boom. These people got endorsements, man. Stop playing. You see the damn Docker pants of Mr. Littlehead. That's your gangster, man. Stop playing. Ohio State go crazy when that damn tuba got their eyes. Come on, man. But I don't make this a bad
at
show.
The football game. At the football game. They ain't dotting the eye at a parade. You know, like, come on, man. What do we like? You don't get listen, the showmanship that these bands are allowed to produce and put on. Okay, somebody said Battle of the Bands. That's one event, maybe two of the year. So people would see you twice out the year. You wouldn't be televised at a parade. You're not televised. Let's not play this, man.
Okay.
You're not
when you lose, when you win or lose, what the last thing the football team do in the game over? Where they go put their finger up or their fist up in front of them? Who play that album?
I can play that on a stereo speaker. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I can play that on stereo speaker, sir. Come on now.
Speaker might not work.
Come on, man.
All right, man. I'm going, Scott.
All right, man.
Hey, don't you ever. I'm gonna do that. All right.
All right. Hey, Bridges, you next. Hey, Bridges, you live. Talk to me.
I'm on the phone. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? I don't think people understand football.
I think they understand the concept of a football. Because it's one thing to be at the game and be like, oh, that's a touchdown. But it's another thing to be at the game and it's like, oh, we got home field advantage and my offense can't hear.
Thank you.
We got home field advantage and nobody's standing up for 3D. And a lot of people don't even know what 3D means. And I ain't talking about movies. So if you truly understand the game, then you'll understand why we making this comparison about fans are not being so high up about HBCU football. I bet you if they go to an Alabama game and everybody started standing up, they'll stand up.
Come on.
I bet you.
Come on.
If they go to a Tom Brady game in Tampa Bay, where it's always sunny, they start standing up cheering on Tom Brady, I bet you they'll stand up. Shoot, I'll take this to basketball. I bet you if it's the second half, 10 seconds left first half, 10 seconds left in the first half, and it's still tied if somebody about to hit a buzzer beater, I bet everybody stand up. They see LeBron playing. So what's the difference? What is the difference? If you love football, if you love the legit sport, it shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if the Ghost Riders are playing the Legion of Boom. You should want to cheer for one of these teams to see an outcome. It shouldn't matter about just the band. Just this. It's really a reality TV show. And that's what it is, Scotty. A reality TV show. If MTV want to do a reality TV show, they can do it on HBCUs and make a whole bunch of money. They really can. And people got to understand the game. That's all I got to say, though.
Hey, I appreciate it, Bridges. You out here preaching today. Hey, listen. Listen. If the sonic boom doesn't get... Listen, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. First of all, with Dion, it ain't going to stop nothing. Let me show you that right now, because it's about the football right now. The band isn't the entree like you want to believe. If the band does not show up, the only thing that is different is that you're going to have less engagement. So the engagement that you were getting, you're not going to get because the band is not playing the theme songs. Now, what I would do if I was DJ Unpredictable 601, the DJ for Jackson State, all he has to do is play the Jackson stuff over the speaker. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So let's get, and then you got dummies like this. Bro, we're black people. If they charge you, if they said it's 30 for early admission, right? 30 to reserve your ticket and 50 at the door, 60% of black people are still going to pay 50 at the door. Okay? Sit your dumb ass down, John Holmes. Sit your dumb ass down. Come on, man. It is what it is. We're black. We're always going to show up and buy late stuff. That's what we do. It's called procrastination. Procrastination. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about, John Holmes? Like, what? Oh my God, he hasn't even sold out season tickets. But has the stadium not been packed? What type of dumb shit is that? What type of dumb shit is that? Oh, he hasn't sold all the season tickets yet. But the stadium is full of 50,000 people. What are you talking about? Shut your dumb ass up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm going to walk in and I'm going to get my ticket. I'm going to sit my ass down. Like, what are we talking about, man? Who is this guy? Somebody block him. Somebody put him in timeout. What are we talking about? Man, shut your dumb ass up. But this is, I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand. He hadn't sold all the season tickets. What? Shut your dumb ass down. Hey, what's up, David? Talk to me.
What's going on, man? I'm a football fan first, and I listen to the band second.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know how it is. You come from Texas, and you know football is king here in Texas. So I'm gonna be all engaged in the football, whether it's Pee Wee, Pop Warner, middle school, high school, NFL, college, whatever. I'm gonna be engaged with the football, with the product on the field. Even when you win or lose, if you lose, I'm still gonna be a fan because I'm looking at the game as analytical, and I'm also looking at it like, okay, well, he could have made this play if he would have dumped off to the running back out of the backfield, or he could have did this play if the DB didn't get shaken out of his draws by the wide receiver. And like I said, when I went to that state shit, I watched the football game. I ain't say I ain't never cared less about the bands. The bands was the side dish for me. The football game was the main product that I went to go see. And if it's like I said, if it's good football, then my engagement is going to be there. If it's bad football, I'm gonna have less engagement. It don't matter if the band.
Yeah, I'm listening, D. My bad. I had to call my girl real quick. I didn't want to yell while you were
Yeah. Nah, you good, bro. You good. You got to do what you got to do.
Hey, no problem.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just the fact that I understand where you coming from. You like football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You being a former football player, you love football. You love how to break stuff down, how matchups go and stuff like that. Some people just go, they like the band. They ain't never, I played in the band. They ain't never set foot on the damn field in front of 15, 20, 30,000 people, but they like the band.
Yeah. Yeah, let me. D, I got my girl here. I gotta ask her to ask a question for me. And you can call back in though, but I gotta get her to do this. I don't want her to be mad waiting for me. All right,
go ahead.
Hey, babe. So the guy says, "So do you be screaming or do you just sit there?" Can you please answer the question for him?
At the game. I don't like to use profanity on the YouTube, being that I pray from time to time. But this joke will be so damn loud at the stands. I mean, and I really want to say so effing loud, but I'm just a lady, so I'm not going to say that on the YouTube. But this nigga can't be quiet. He can't be quiet. Oh, Joker. Sorry. But I meant that. I said the N-word. It came out organically because I meant it with my whole soul. He cannot be quiet, guys, for the life. I want him to be quiet. I get tired of it. But God gave me a revelation for you this upcoming season. So I got something to make you sit right on down. But no, he is a yeller from the time that somebody messes up and it's, what are you doing? Who does that? Oh my God. You have that. Oh, so we just, okay. So I guess, okay. I guess so nobody felt like showing up to play today. Huh? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Nobody showed up to play. What is this? You have that. And then we can't forget the wonderful Celebration Bowl. I'm so glad. Hey, I went to JSU. I don't hear y'all. I'm so glad I went to JSU. Oh, no, y'all ain't quiet, is you? I'm so glad I went to JSU. Yeah, so you have that. So I hope that I did justice in your question, Sir D-Lab. All right.
Listen, I was in the press box at the Alabama A&M and Bethune game, and they was like, hey, you can't be yelling in the press box. I told my girl, I said, babe, I said, from here on out, am I lying? I said, from here on out, I'm never going back to the press box. Because we was in there with Brian. We was in there from Brian from the ONG Strike Zone. Shout out to him. So we was in there, and I'm just in there and I'm calling the players out, and Brian can contest. I would call the players out. I'm like, oh yeah, they gotta go to here right here. They going to Kamara, they doing this, they doing that. And Brian was looking at me like, he's like, man, you really know the game. I was like, it's too easy. He was laughing. He's like, you really know the game. But the guy kept coming over and said, hey man, you can't be loud in the press box. I can't stay in the press box. So if you see me, Hey, yeah, the Magic City Classic one was nice. Yeah, the Magic City Classic one was nice. But 9 times out of 10, if you see me, I'm in the stands. I don't do that press box stuff. I'm sitting in the seat. All right, and I'm cheering like everybody else because I came to see the game. All right, I ain't trying to be no bouginess over here in the press box. Now she bougie. She be in the press box. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm trying to be out there with the people.
With the free food.
What?
And the free drinks, I will be.
Yeah, they do got some free food up in the press box. All right, thanks, babe. All right, but yeah, I just want to. I'm not asking from anything that I don't do myself. You will see me standing. You will see me shouting and cheering. I love football, and I don't even drink, and that's how loud I get.
And oh yes, he's not uppity at all as class. He's not uppity until it comes to hot dogs on a hot dog bun.
Yeah, I don't eat hot dogs on bread.
Yeah, but and guys, just as far as the band is concerned, he never watches the halftime show ever. So, like him talking on it, I just want to paint the full picture. When he sees them getting ready to walk off the field, he gets up to go get our beverages and refreshments. So he does not watch the halftime show. I, however, stay and enjoy it. But the Tennessee band, I liked them. That was the only band I felt like gave some kind of competition to Jackson State. But yeah, FAMU, Marching 100.
Yeah, she's not a fan of the Marching 100. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
Okay. You ain't got to yell though. That's my job.
What's up? Angie, buddy.
What? That's how we.
Get the likes up.
Yeah, get the likes up. Get the likes up. But you gotta hit the Andrew body right though. You gotta scream that one.
Andrew, buddy.
That's how you do that.
I'm petty. 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 I'm petty.
That's our favorite button. What up?
That's his daughter.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, listen. So nothing. I want to be very clear. You can go ahead, boo boo. Go ahead. Appreciate it. All right. So I just want to be very clear. Nothing that I'm telling you that I don't do myself. I be out there. Okay. I be out. He said Scotty part 2. Oh, that's my mini me. Yeah, that's my mini me. Hey, what's up, D? My bad. Go ahead, man.
No, you good, bro. You good. Hey, how long did you stay in Texas? What did you live here in Texas, bro?
I was in Texas from 2015 to 2020.
2015 to 2020. You already know how it is as far as, with high school football basically here in Texas.
Yeah. I went to a couple games.
So, that, like you said, that's me. Like how you are when you screaming out the plays, you come out, bro, you trash, this, that, the third. That's me. Like if I'm with my cousins and I'm with my uncle, even when I'm, with my girl Daphne, we all scream and shout and stuff like that. But I also came from a family of musical, influencers too. So I'm gonna have the band in my heart also, but I love sports, but I love football.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I was just trying to get up, get what I'm saying, because I'm like you. I ain't saying I'm gonna leave at halftime, but when it comes to being engaged into the game, I'm fully engaged into the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is straight garbage, trash can juice. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have to say, though.
No,
y'all gonna have a good day, bro.
Hey, you too, man. Appreciate the call. Hey, listen. So just overall, getting back to Booker G. All right, getting back to Booker G. Washington, the twin of Mr. Get Out. All right, listen, bro. Once again, I can't stress enough. Pageantry does not win games. Now, what they should be doing. Booker, Mr. Get Out, he should be doing a petition to start to get the bands to play. That's what he should be doing. He should get the bands to play the whole game. I listen. Yeah, that's what y'all need to be doing. For real. Y'all need to be having a petition to get the bands to play for the whole game. That would be freaking epic. I would love to see that. But until then, it's just, to me, I see it. I think it's gonna be hit and miss about how involved the crowds are and things like that. But I can't wait. I cannot wait to the season. I really can't. I'm super geeked. I got a lot of games. If anybody wants to know my schedule, I'll be putting that out of where I will be. I think I can say it. So I think I know most of my schedule. So I'm gonna tell you my schedule. So if you're at any of these games, you'll definitely see me. OBC in Miami. We will be in Memphis, but I will not be at the Southern Heritage Classic game. All right. I will actually be doing a watch party from the hotel. I won't be at the game. So you will miss me there. I think you got all the games. All right. So these are the games that we're headed to. Orange Blossom Classic, Southern Heritage Classic, Alcorn versus Southern, October 15th. Alcorn versus Texas Southern. That's at Southern. So the Southern versus Alcorn game is at Southern. Alcorn versus Texas Southern. That's the homecoming. We'll be there. FAMU's homecoming. Gramblin's homecoming. Jackson State versus A&M in Mobile. The Bayou Classic. SWAC Championship is SWAC versus in the Celebration Bowl. Those are the games that we are into. What's up? Oh, okay. And those are the games I'll be at. So if you there, I'll be there. All right. Be there, be square. October 8th at South Carolina State. That is an open spot. I'll check the schedule. I mean, it technically is open. It technically is open from the 9th, 10th to the October 15th. I mean, the 15th is what day? That is her birthday. October 15th is this young, beautiful lady's birthday. Come. Oh, my bad. It's on me because I don't got it blown up. There you go. Say it's her birthday. All right, October 15th. That is her birthday. So, if anybody would like to cash at me, because I have to give her very, very nice gifts, because I have to give her 2 very, very expensive gifts because she's going to a football game on her birthday. Okay, so please help me. Yeah. So please help me. Please save me. They ain't saving you. Just send me, just cash at me some hundreds of dollars.
No, y'all cash at me as a birthday gift.
Did that count?
No.
Then that's why they gotta cash at me so I can buy the gift.
I'm not using their funds. You sacrificing my.
That's my.
Oh no. Oh.
If they cash at me
no, they gonna cash at me because they like me.
But if they cash at me so I can buy the gift.
The kids. I have my own cash app. So for those that want to get me a gift, I'll get my cash app.
Boo.
Come on, Eric.
Football game is the gift. Thank you, sir.
Football watcher is not, sir. You have to give a gift to somebody that they would be appreciative of. And sacrificing my birthday is not one, okay? That's sincerely out of love. All right, try again.
Tomato.
To give Dad some money.
Thank you. Please bless my cash app. Bless the one on the bottom of the ticker that you see. That's the one that you want to bless, so that I can bless this beautiful lady right here with a gift, with a nice gift.
Have two,
I know.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No. Put your hand down. Move it or lose it. All right, guys. Listen, I appreciate you for the time. Remember tune in tonight for the Willie Young interview. All right, that's going down tonight at 7:00. Make sure you're in here. Don't be late. All right, because I might be late, so don't be late. All right. So, but until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless.